Hey guys, alright, so I've got Putla here, aka Mr. Mahoma. I used to call you Alfred until I was called to order. Skamputjoro tsapadi post. Alfred Lina ino ba gore. Is Mr. Mahoma to you? I just want to talk a little bit about our characters in the story and how we sort of like built up to the school trip and how the chemistry was. You know, a lot of people, especially on Twitter, would comment a lot about the chemistry that we have. How do you build that off screen to make sure that it's magical on screen? Because a lot of people really want us to be like in the same WhatsApp group, but
we're not.
But
not really.
But we're not. So what I can say is that I learned a lot from him. But I want you to tell us, how do you sort of like prepare playing a character with a female species? Like myself.
All females are the same, but anyway.
Wow!
No,
I am not.
Not all actors.
Like Celia.
Well, not all actors are the same, but all females are the same. So we're not talking about females, we're talking acting,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
It was nice working with you.
Thank you.
Beautiful. It was nice working with her. She knows what she's doing, and she prepares. And on the other side, I do not prepare at all. But I just
magic comes out.
Yeah, well, my preparation is when I feel the magic and it happens.
Speaking about preparation, can you talk about why you don't prepare? Because for me, it's very deep. You know how he explains it. Because okay, you explain it.
Yeah, look, for me, acting is instinctive. It happens to me. I don't go home and become an actor. I'm an actor before I was born. So anything that comes to me in a sort of a script, I get it there and I sort of breathe it in, and then that's how it happens. And it feels beautiful and nice. You know, when I was at varsity, one lecturer says to me, you know, if you prepare for 2 weeks, you start living it and you forget about it. But if you prepare a day before, it lives in you.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between living it and it living in you. I get surprised every day that it has happened. I don't know how I do it, but I love just getting the script and going on set.
Do you think when you prepare, like you preempt the performance and you overthink it a bit? Like you want it to be as natural as possible for you? I
have a lot of things that I do before I get on set. If I prepare like days before, I would do it one way and then I think maybe this other way, maybe another way, and I end up not knowing what to do. So what I do is I want instinct. I want to just feel it right then, and
so
what comes out.
So whatever you're feeling at the moment is like you're running with it.
Yes,
I think that's crazy.
Don't do it though. Don't do it.
No, I can't do it because I'm not that type of actor. That's the thing. So the one thing can work for someone, but for me it's the total opposite. I have to prepare. Like I have to. I think about it, especially when it comes to emotional scenes. For me, I know if I get emotional at home, I'm going to get emotional on the actual scene. So I have to like run it over and over again, and I feel like I'm not too smart. So you might go through a script once, I have to go through it 100 times. I'm like one of those people in order for it to be like.
And that makes you smart. Doesn't mean that I'm smarter. It's just that's what works for me. And somehow it's so easy for me to memorize things.
Yeah.
So easy for me to, if you give me your number now, I'll tell you what your number is tomorrow. If you say it once, then I know it. But that's just how I'm built, and it doesn't mean that I'm better. I'm just the way I am.
I feel you.
Yeah.
All right, can we talk about the scene that there's a scene that we did recently, and I remember, you know, like as actors you talk, and I think that's very important. One of the key things for me actually for a good performance is that you have a good relationship with your co-actors, and especially when they are male, I think, you know. So I discussed with him, I said, for this scene, I think it would be great if you could carry me, guys. And this man, he said to me, no, he's not going to carry me. He refused. And I felt like, you know, because for me, you know, I look up to him as an actor because he's been in the industry for so many years. He's a veteran. He's good at what he does, you know. So I take what he says, you know, very important. So he said to me, no, that's not going to work. And I was like, my heart literally just broke because I was like, but I think it's going to work. And anyway. So
and I was like, what did you just do?
And that was not intentional.
You
asked
me
you to carry me.
And I said no.
And he said no. So this is he carried me on the seat, and I didn't know he's gonna do it. So that's why for me, like, my reaction was so priceless, because I didn't see it coming, and which was magical. And that's another thing why I appreciate your skill so much, because you knew you're gonna do it, but you didn't want to tell me you're gonna do it. So for me, it was not planned, it was not intentional, but it was as natural as it was, and boom, it worked. So yeah, thank you for that. I don't know. Do you have anything else to say about? I don't know, but yeah, I want to wrap it up. But yeah, unless you got something to add.
There's nothing. I'm just happy that I work with you. I'm happy that I work with everyone. But you're special because you don't get too angry too quickly, and which is very your understanding. And so for that, I said thank you so much. But my wife is understanding too. I'm talking about my wife in the story.
But you complicated,
she's good. She's
though.
Good. I am.
You complicated. He's not the easiest person to deal with, because he tells the truth as it is, and the reality is that we don't like hearing the truth, guys. Until you hear the truth, you will know how uncomfortable it is for somebody to tell you things the way it is. Like, if you are not doing the job, he will tell you, you know. But he's so firm, he's so sharp, he thinks on his feet, and he's honest, and that sometimes can give me the chills, you know. But I appreciate that, your wisdom, everything. That's for the future. I wish you all the best with your incredible acting future. And thank you for your positive contribution to my life.
And this is the message to your husband, my man. We love what you do. God bless you. And my wife is a great woman too. One day you'll meet her. She's beautiful. Gosh. She loves praying. So she loves praying too. So cool.
Okay, message to your wife. I love you, and thank you so much for borrowing me, your husband, to work with. We appreciate and love you, and your sweetheart. Bye.